Hello, my beautiful people. Hello. We are back again. Another video here. Can you believe it? I still can't. What are you talking about? The fact that there's a video. The fact that we're moving on to round 2 for the second year in a row. I'll let you decide. But indeed, we are moving on to round 2 for the second year in a row. I'm feeling pretty good. Once again, we're playing with house money. Nico Hischier and Tim Stützle are just awesome. Lukas Parik is awesome. We'll see what happens from here, right? We got some concerns. We'll see what happens. We don't even know who we're playing yet. At least I don't think we do. We're playing Ottawa. Never mind. We know who we're playing. Let's get that official confirmation. And indeed, there it is. Also, the AHL team is in round 2. They're up 2-0. They won 55 games this year as opposed to the 60-something that they won last year. The Ottawa Senators. What do they look like at this stage? Okay, so we knew they'd have him because we did the Stützle deal. Filip Zadina, who I'd love to get back at some point. Unfortunately, Ottawa is going to have to want to trade him because his value is still going to be through the roof. Love to get Filip Zadina back. Drake Batherson and Lawrence Reed, second overall in the first-year draft. No points, though, in that opening round matchup. Scares me because they still made it here. Brady Tkachuk is with Colin White and Andre Kasha, another player who's available. I don't feel like paying $8 million a season for him, but he is also somehow an 89, so maybe I should feel like that. Jack Kopaka is with Josh Norris and Mikhail Granlund. And the fourth line of Zach Sanford, Shane Pinto, and Alex Formenton. It's pretty good. It's pretty damn good. Defensively, it's better than what we got, let's be honest. Thomas Chabot is with Eric Brandstrom. Sammy Vatanen on the second pairing with PK Subban, the New Jersey influence. And on the third pairing, Dmitry Kulikov with Nikita Zaitsev, because Russians, Devils, and Sens. There you go. The goaltender is Igor Shesterkin. At a 9-10, Philip Gustafsson is behind him. O'Reilly, Bernard Docker, and Lucas Spiza. The healthy scratches, I don't know how exactly well we measure up against them. We do have home ice advantage, which is nice. We had 2 more wins in the regular season. In terms of ratings, 96, 88, 77, 92, 92. And I didn't catch what the goaltending was, an 87. So, yeah, I mean, we're a little bit up against it here, aren't we? Unfortunately, we lost to Buffalo in round 2 last year. Let's see what happens here. That's all we can do. Give it our best shot. Hope the boys show up. Otherwise, God help me, I don't know. I don't know. Like, really, our hopes and dreams are kind of tied to this team and the chance of free agents or someone ending up on the trade block. First period of game 1, and it's 1-0. We did score on that power play. Semyonov gets the opening goal of the series. Second period, not bad. We go to the third, still up by 1. Long way to go, though. Absolutely no confidence as of this moment, and that is why Reed gets his first point, his first goal of the playoffs. We are tied. They wasted a power play, but I am still afraid, and that's why. Andre Kasha. That's what I was worried about. Can we score here? The answer is no, and we lose 2-1 off of 2 third-period goals. The offense has dried up a little bit. It dried up at times in round 1, and that was not the start to this series that we needed. We will not panic yet, but if we lose game 2, we're in a bit of trouble. First period, goal apiece, Formenton and Pasternak. Second period, oh boy, Reed and Batherson. This could be a very short episode. 4-1 Ottawa. 5, that's over. 6-2 is your final score. Reed scored 4 goals that game, if I'm not mistaken. Yep, 4 goals. We lose 6-2, and wow, we went from having some confidence to being outscored 8-3 on home ice to start a series. I mean, Parik is going to stay. He's our guy. Defensively, Moritz Seider has been trash. Absolute trash so far here. We'll have Seider and Hronik together. And who? Oh, boy. Okay, that's the answer to Donov Chernak then. Will have to be the top pairing. We pretty much have no choice. There's really nothing that we can do in that specific instance. That'll be the defense. And then for the forwards, I don't even know. Gergensons has been inoffensive. Literally, I mean, basically this fourth line has been inoffensive. They haven't done anything. Radek Fax is a -3. Hurdle has sucked. Meyer has sucked. Okay. Goodness. Like, I want to trust P.S. Suter to do a little bit better and not necessarily take him out of the lineup, but man, we got to do something, right? Either that or we just stick with the guys that we got. I mean, between the Thomas Yurkos of the world, there's a lot of guys down in the AHL who might do something with the chance. We're going to reunite that fourth line as it was from the regular season. The previous third line, we're going to reunite them as well. See what the hell happens. That's pretty much, I think, all we can do. Let's just reunite the lines that got us here and hope for the best. And if we make it, cool. If we don't, then damn it, we just weren't good enough. It's game number 3. Home team is yet to lose or yet to win. They've lost both times. Hopefully that's 3 times. We do get the opening goal. Timo Meier, thank God. Second period, oh boy. Kasha and Norris on the power play. Same power play, I'm guessing. He sure gets one back. Not a ton of confidence right now. Not a ton. Power play goes to waste. It's not looking good at all. Josh Norris scores. And we get it back. David Pastrnak on the power play. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. All right. Okay. Power play. All right. Okay. Nothing. Overtime. I think, needless to say, if we don't score here, we are boned. So let's see what happens. Are we boned? We're not. At least not yet. David Pastrnak on the power play in overtime. 2 goals on the day. And we're back in this series. At least only down now 2-1. The line shuffling leads to a little bit more offense, thankfully. As both Western Series are at 3-0, both Eastern Series are at 2-1. No more lineup changes. It's game number 4. We will live and die with this roster that had that regular season success. First period, 2-1 Ottawa. Hedel scored, but then it's Kasha and Kopaka, and Kasha is just crushing me right now. Second period, goal apiece, Semyonov, but then Pinto. So here we go. We go to the third, down by 1. Facing a 3-1 deficit if we were to lose, but Martin Necas scores. Semyonov scores. This series is really kind of just being turned on its head left and right, and there's another twist of the tail. Eric Brandstrom scores. Zaitsev scores. Nikita Zaitsev scores. And it's the winner. 5-4 is your final score. We had the top 3 stars of the game, and we lost. And we are down 3-1. Okay. Second round seems to be a problem. We are what the Washington Capitals were for a very long time. First period, down 3-1. Semyonov scores the opener. Zadina Reed, Kasha. Good God. Second period, 7-4. Parich is still into Kasha, Hedel, Semyonov, Kasha, Meyer, Granlund, Formanton. We're down by 3. 7 goals on 15 shots. That's the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen. Meyer makes it 7-5. Pastrnak makes it 7-6. Now it's 8-6. Brady Tkachuk. Well, at least if we are going to go out, it's on the most ridiculous note possible. losing, from the looks of it, 8-6. Yep, that's it. 8-6. Andre Kasha absolutely sinks us. Park finished with a .692 save percentage. That's going to hurt the lifetime playoff average. Shesterkin was at an .842. That might be the lowest save percentage I've ever seen. And we get bounced in round 2. For the second year in a row, that dropped Park's save percentage to an .898. And now, his career playoff save percentage is at a .920 instead of being at like a .930, .940. The impact that one bad game can have. It's a disappointing end. No doubt about that. Very frustrating to lose in 5 games. The goaltending, for the most part, was okay. Defensively, Moritz Seider and Artem Dadonov really let us down. Eric Chernak was trash. Frustrating. For the forwards, Pasternak wasn't good enough. Timo Meier, pretty solid, given the circumstances. Semyonov, pretty solid. Hischier was great. Hida was great. Stützle was great. Natchez was pretty solid. Hurdle, Piasuta was disappointing. Gergensen, we had no depth scoring. Like the bottom, the bottom line the fourth line was definitely rough. The third line, hits and misses. There's no real way to sugarcoat a loss like that, is there? And looking ahead, there's not much help coming, is there? Elvis in goal, if we wanted. If he's worth the money. Defensively, there is nobody, man. We have to wait for computer-drafted players. There was a Ukrainian. Didn't see who the hell he was. It was Ledbedev. Yuri Ledbedev. I think somebody mentioned him before, that I missed him. We'll have to look to see if the Kings are willing to move him. And honestly, he shouldn't be that pricey. Interesting. And then free agent-wise, for forwards, we got fuck all outside of bringing back Thomas Tatar. Or there was a Slovenian there, and it was Ante Kopitar. What does the draft look like? Didn't mean to go to the board. What does the draft look like? We haven't looked as far as I remember. Okay, we have, and there's Ovechkin. Depending on how good Ilya Ovechkin is, depending on, quite a few factors here, actually. Ooh, Damian Hilbert. It looks like we got the choice to trade up into the draft. It looks like we have the choice to maybe make a deal with someone that likes the LA Kings. There look to be some decent players in this draft. My hope is that next year we're right back in round 2, that we don't lose in 5 games. But I still don't know if I can hold my breath in that regard.